Hello everyone, this video is going to be a little bit unusual for my channel, but I'll show you a really interesting thing. I'm going to use this React application which I built just recently and convert it to a native app. I'm not going to build a PWA app. This is going to be a pure native application, and I'm not planning to use React Native because, simply because I really want to make it around not only on mobile devices but on desktop devices too. And what's interesting about the solution I'm planning to use is that it doesn't run any third parties under the hood like Electron. So you can learn more about this runtime. The runtime is called Socket Runtime. But long story short, I just share with you my experience. Since I'm not a software engineer, I'm just simply a front-end developer who are building websites. So it's going to be interesting. And finally, we will get a native application which will run on different operation systems like Windows, macOS, iOS, and I will be able to deploy this project to an App Store or to Google Play. And yeah, this is pretty cool. Let me show you first, let me tell you more about this application, and then we will move to GitHub and start building it from scratch. So this is a pollution application which shows nothing else but air quality index and some interpretation what that this number means. If you want to learn more about these indexes and how they are evaluated for each pollutant, you can check pollution rates. They are different for different continents. For Europe, for America, there are also much more continents like Asia, but I just want to keep it simple and use only these two. And so this is values which is evaluated to be like a poor condition, moderate, fair, good. You can learn about it on Wikipedia or somewhere else because, I'm not probably the right person to talk about it, but this is how it goes. And the last line is just for air quality index. Well, this is what we have here, and also we can check hourly data. This is going to be like squares which is filled with dots depending on how many pollutant you have each hour. And look how it changed. I really love the thing. I don't really want to add throttling here just because I love this effect, so that's pretty cool. A little bit of fun, and also you can change, you can see more pollutants if you want so, and also you can check different places. Let's see what there. Okay, this is a really different picture now. And if you want to learn when the square is getting full, you can click this info pop-up and learn how I made it work. But yeah, this is just my own assumptions or what's considered to be kind of bad. But yeah, this is all questionable, so I just made it work this way. And yeah, that's it. This is my application. And if you click this icon, you will see all the contribution and you will find the source links. We have our native version source, which you can also check, but this is what I'm going to build today and show you. So this is my link, web version. And now we are opening GitHub, and let me show you what this project is built with. If you open package.json, you will see that I'm not using much dependencies. This is just React and React DOM. And also dev dependencies, we have React Autoprefixer, ESLint, and Vite. This is all technologies that I used to build this project. So if you want to check the structure, you can also leave me some feedback or open issues. But now I'm just not going to talk about the code structure. I'm going to clone this project. So I need this link, and let's open the terminal and let's type git clone and the link. So I'm going to use this code base for my native application. Then let's move to this folder and let's install dependency. Dependencies are installed, and let's try to run it. npm run dev. So I'm using this command just because this project is built with Vite. Okay, and now I can open it in my local host. It is going to be pretty much the same as I showed you before. Nothing else has changed. Okay, so the first step is ready. Let's go back to our terminal and kill the process. Okay, let's go back to this directory. And well, I need to create a new folder. I'm going to call it pollution app native. Then I need to go to this directory here, and the command I'm going to run next you can find in this video. I'll leave you the link. This is a video by Socket Supply where they are explaining and as example of how to build the Socket app with React, so how to use their template. This is well, you can use Socket apps for other projects, not only for React, of course, but this is what I'm going to do to get the template. So the command is npx create socket app React. All right, now we are loading all the files. Let's open the files in Sublime and see what we've got. So this is a structure. This is some boilerplate code, and we can also use this project as a template and start building an application like that. But this is not what I'm going to do since I already have the application. So I have the different code and different code structures. So I'm just going to work with these files. And now I just want to show you what is it and what we've got here. And well, let's try to run whatever we've got here. We can say npm start. Oh, I made a mistake. npm start. Okay, now we have our build folder, and let's see what is going to show us. Okay, so this is a simple application. Here is an icon which checks our platform and say hello and the name of the platform we are using. I'm using Darwin. So this is what we have, and now let's move back to my application and let's try to change these files, so just to make it work. So, all right, let's deal with the files. I have my web version. So here is the structure. This is like all the files I need. I'm not going to move vidconfig, or actually I'm not going to move any dependencies from here. I will be able to install them later if I ever need my auto prefixer, or I don't know, like linter or whatever. So the files I'm going to move are stored in this src folder, and I'm just going to copy only them. Then I go to my native app and open src folder, and here I need to create a new folder. I'm just going to call it app. Well, you can change the structure however you want. This is just what I found convenient, and this is all components which I need. And then let's have a look. Let's have a closer look. So this is an index CSS. We have two index CSS here. Let's have a look. What's that? Well, this is a reset file which I don't really need because I have all my styles set in different files. So I just simply can delete this file, I think, and this file I'm going to rename. So I'm not going to call it index CSS. I'll call it, well, where is the file? All right, so here I am. I'm going to call it style CSS, or maybe it's better to call it variables, because this is basically just my all my variables. All right, so then I need to find where I am importing this file, styles. But actually, I don't really need this mine.jsx file too. I have my entry file is going to be index.jsx. So here I have app container component, which I don't really need. I need my app component to be here, and all right, I'm just going to copy these two lines, go here, import them. Probably I just need to add one more detail in the path because I created a new folder. All right, so okay, that's it. I think this is gonna work. Then what do I have here? I have index.html. So I'm gonna go back to this file a little bit later, and that's it. I think the rest of files are fine. I can remove my main.jsx file. All right. So now all I have is app. Like this is a view component. I have small components here. I have my assets. I have hooks which I'm using here, and that's it. So everything seems fine, yet we will face some other problems which I will cover later. But first let's deal with another file. Let's open build.js document. This is a plain JavaScript, and well, I've already changed that with the help of my more experienced colleague. I'm not gonna go through this file line by line. I'm just going to copy all these things from my GitHub repo. You can also find this repository. It's open source project. It's called Pollution App Native. And let's go back and let's just change everything here. So in short, I'm just setting the root of the path of my index.html file. Here is the icon, so I can change the name of the icon, and I can change the icon itself. What else? Here I need these two lines. This is what's different from how it was before, to allow my images to be loaded. Now I'm gonna use JPG form instead of WebP, and this is gonna be my next step because I'm not really sure if I can use WebP images on native apps. But if you know better ways how to deal with that, let me know. And this is the file. This is how it works. I commented the previous code here, but probably by the time when you enter this repo, I will remove these commands, and you will see more clean version of this file. All right, let's save it. And well, let's first try to run the application to see if it works and to see what problems do we have here. So the build is failing, and the problem is we cannot resolve our images. Well, let's fix that. I'm gonna just take a little bit of time to go through my components and change all the images to JPEG images because they are prepared here, and I have both formats in this folder. Also, I'm not going to use this font with WOV2 form. I'm just going to use Google font to make it simpler, but originally I think I'll change it to base 34. But okay, give me some time to fix that, and we will be back to making our application work. All right, everything seems ready. Let's try to run an application again. Let's run npm start, and yeah, now it's running. So, but we still don't see anything because there is a problem. So this bug is really easy to fix. We cannot find variable React. That's why. Well, actually, in web version, we don't really need explicitly import React from React. Yet for the native app, we really need to do that. So I'm just going to do from React, or you can simply do something like that. All right. So yeah, I think I'll copy this line and just go through all these files to make sure that I'm importing React. All right, so let's try to run the application again and see how it goes now. All right, so now we made it run, yet we still see only the bootloader. So I can say that there is a problem with geolocation API. I'm just going to go to my app component and move here. So by now I'm just going to comment this line. So this is how I'm gonna call this function, which actually gets fetched data from another API, but I'm just going to command the navigator.geolocation. Why it's not working? Well, I probably will record another video about it. In short, the problem is that my application is not signed, so this is like a security problem. That's why I cannot see, I cannot make the navigator work. So this is kind of tricky to fix, and I'm not covering this part here. I'm just going to use a fake geolocation and let's try to run it again. Let's go to the terminal and yeah, so we still see an error. Let's have a look what happened. All right. Oh, this is another curious thing which we forgot to do. So we cannot fetch anything from URLs which are different from the mine URL. That's why we just need to enable this thing, and to do so, let's first kill the process. To do so, we just need to go to index.html and change this content attribute. So we need to add our links, the links from the API I'm using. So let's go here and let's find this file, because I'm not going to write each link now, so I'm just going to copy them from here. So I'm using Open Meteor source to fetch my air pollution data. That's why I just need to add them here. You probably can move to the next line. All right, so this part is ready, and probably I also need to change this line. So, okay. All right, yeah. Now let's go back to the terminal and try to run the application again. This time everything should be fine and beautiful. So probably I forgot to save this file where I changed the size of the screen, because this is going to be a little bit larger. Let's go back and let's restart the application. And here we go. So yeah, now it's larger and looks much better. Everything works, and we've just built a native application with pure React. We are not using Electron under the hood. We are not using React Native. The application was built with Socket Runtime, and we still have all the functionality we want. And let's change the allocation. There are a few problems left, so this animation doesn't work. I really need to check what's wrong with that. Also, another thing is that all external links are not clickable now. Well, we are not in the browser, and this is another thing. I will record another video about it, but in short, I'm just going to create event listener for each external link and call external link method to make it work. But yeah, I'll mention that in the next video. And the main problem is that we need to fix our geolocation API. To do so, to make it run on all Apple devices, we need this application to be signed. So I need to enroll to Apple Developer Program, and then after that, I need to sign this application. So, but this is another story, and this is just probably the topic for the next video, but I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you've learned a lot together with me, and follow my channel and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.